the independent, opinionated, non-submissive women you complain about as gents were raised by the very same mothers and women you want them to become. Do you understand that? They were told by your very same mothers and your very same grandmothers that you say they should be like, to work for themselves, be independent, never take shit from a man. They are a product of the very same woman you want them to be like. That should open your mind. I think most men have never had a decent conversation, sat down with their grandparents and their parents and asked exactly how the dynamics of their relationships were. I've sat down with my mother. I've sat down with my grandmother. And they've told me, as much as you've seen me do things in the house and do all of these things, it was not favorable. I did this because I was in a situation where I did not have enough power or enough ability to take care of myself, so I would have a say. So I had to turn a blind eye on other things because of that.
It's empowering as a woman to be able to do things for yourself. It's a necessity.
Ladies, being independent is a big flex, I tell you. You being able to do things for yourself without having to wait or beg for a guy to do it for you. You being able to take good care of yourself and doing whatever you want to do with what? Your money. You're just waking up and decided to what? Do a solo date. You're just waking up and decide to what? Buy yourself clothes or whatever you want to do. You're just waking up and decide to what? Do your hair. You're just waking and decide to what? Do your nails. You're just waking up and decide to what? Look pretty. Look like a fine babe with what? Your own money. Honey, it hits differently. Having money will save you from a lot of problems. And it will definitely make you realize that you've been settling for less. Oh, another thing is that you can decide on who you want to date because what? You are making the shmoney, baby. You're making that bag. So what? You don't need a nigga because you got yourself, honey. Shout out to all the independent women out there. Because, honeys, we are winning.
Oh, women of this generation need to be more like their grandmothers. Way. You guys like to make this mistake of assuming that we learned this feminism and how to be independent and this wokeness online. No! We talk to our mothers, we talk to our grandmothers, and they tell us still that you guys suck and have sucked for a very long time. It's not new. None of this is new. Women being fed up with men is not new. And you'd know that if you didn't just see the elder women in your life as these people that serve you all the time. If you actually spoke to your grandmothers and gave them the space to showcase who they are to you, you would know this information like most women do. Men have always sucked, always.
That is why the modern woman, the modern girl child was taught. They were told by the very same women you admire, by the very same women you say were woman enough and they were the woman of your dreams, to say, hey, don't be like me. Don't be so submissive. Don't just take everything, question everything. Don't take shit from a man. Work for yourself so that you can have a voice in your marriage and you can be independent. So maybe the issue here is that men keep on having this image that no, our grandparents, our mothers were doing this without ever sitting down their mothers and asking them if they really enjoyed the very same behavior you saw growing up. Were they okay with it? Were they fine? Is that something they wanted to do, or it's something they found themselves in and they had to learn how to survive within that scenario and within that situation? You will be shocked. You will really be shocked that even the men, even your own fathers, even your own grandfathers were telling their daughters, the woman you're dealing with now, that, hey, my daughter, please don't take shit from a man. Don't listen to a man. Be independent. So the very same men before us created the very same women. They raised these women. The men raised these women. The females raised these women. These women are a product of their hopes and dreams. This is not by accident. This is not magic.
Oh, to be a woman on a Ozake. I want that for the girlies. I want that for us. I want that for us. As much as it's like nice to see people being spoiled and whatnot, but to also have your own.
Can we please talk about how hard it is to be a single woman in this country? There's a couple things that have happened, but last night I was driving home around 11 and I get pulled over in a roadblock. Typical. And the police officer is like, have you had a drink? And I'm like, no, I don't drink. And he's like, oh, good for you. And then he goes, but why are you driving alone? Do you feel safe? I'm like, yeah, I feel fine. He's like, no, but it's not safe for you to drive alone at night. You must drive with your husband. Like, and this is the response I always give because it gets a really good laugh. Single, independent woman needs no man. yeah, he loved that.
And then there's these ladies who pay bills. You are normal, not independent. Normal. That's how normal people behave.
It's really true that being single is only fire between sunrise and sunset. Like, during the day, when I wake up and I'm at work and I'm working, I'm like, I'm young, I'm lit, I'm unmarried, it's great, a turn up. Then the sunset. Let it hit 8 p.m. and there's nobody in my bed. And it's like, what the hell am I living for?
Advice from a 40-year-old regarding money and your independence. Let's talk about that. Nothing makes a woman safer and more feminine than having her own money. Yes, we want to be provided for by men, but imagine if you had your own money and you had options. If you want to do anything, you can do it whenever you want. Like if you feel like you want to go on vacation, you book and you go, right? And build your credit while you're still young. Have savings and assets, not just memories and outfits that are Instagrammable. Do not live to impress people who will forget you by December. Impress yourself, be proud of yourself, and do what makes you happy, not what people ought to think about you. A soft life is easier to build than to fake overnight. And allow money to grow. You don't need to spend every cent you have. If possible, just save 10% of that money in a savings account. You can do a tax-free savings account. And your 20s are not for perfection, my darling. They are for preparation. Hey, live. I'll tell you that much as a 40-year-old.